3 police chases in 3 days. These are the scenes that have played out across Indianapolis, ending in death, injuries, and crashed cars. These police pursuits can have serious repercussions, but sometimes police tell us they are necessary. Tonight, our Rachel Krause talked with IMPD about how they determine that's the case and what comes next.
Yeah, IMPD says whether you're speeding or have a warrant out for your arrest, the best way, the safest way for everyone to end things is to simply pull over or come forward and face the consequences. But when chases do happen, there are protocols in place to ensure any pursuits are as safe to the community as possible. It's an unusually busy streak of police pursuits for IMPD. Sergeant Janae Cook says if officers are trying to stop you for something, pull over and don't run.
It is critical. One, it's a crime. It's against the law to flee from the police. There's your first. Second of all, it's a danger. It presents a danger not just to the community, but to themselves.
Cook says all officers have general orders on when they can or can't chase a suspect. But she says whether or not they do pursue depends in large part on what's happening around them.
There are so many rules that we have to follow, but they're also gray to the fact that, we need to monitor the weather conditions, road conditions, where we're at. Passing a school zone at 3 in the morning is nowhere like passing a school zone at 3 in the afternoon. And we take all those factors into consideration.
Anytime officers start a pursuit, Sergeant Cook says a sergeant on shift will immediately begin monitoring that pursuit, advising officers and giving updates. And at any point, both the officers and the sergeant can terminate that pursuit. Engaging in a pursuit is not a decision officers make lightly. But Cook says sometimes it's necessary.
Sometimes pursuits just have to happen. There are people out there that they're just bad people, and we don't want them on the street. Now, we do everything that we can to prevent any type of situation where it can endanger others, but unfortunately sometimes, crashes occur, and we're there, but we try to alleviate that as much as possible.
And once it's over, a supervisor will immediately review that pursuit again. They'll analyze and assess decisions made and whether or not an action needs to be addressed or a policy needs to change moving forward. But Cook says it doesn't need to come to that if people don't start the chase at all.
We understand that some people get scared. We understand that happens. All you have to do is pull over.
So, Rachel, how involved are these reviews of these police pursuits?
Well, Scott, Sergeant Cook says it's not just the supervisor on the scene or in the district reviewing what happened during a pursuit and after the fact. That review goes all the way up the chain of command to the commander level to ensure that what happened is following IMPD and state rules and keeping the community safe.
All right, Rachel Krause in our newsroom tonight. Thanks so much.
Well, we know IMPD has one of the most restrictive chase policies in the state, but now dozens of police departments are updating their guidelines after a change in statewide standards. The new state policy says the primary concern must be risk to public safety. It does not explicitly prohibit chases involving minor offenses. It gives officers a lot of discretion when it comes to starting a pursuit. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration reports that more than 5,300 police chase-related deaths from 2005 to 2020. There were 155 in Indiana. Now, during that 15-year period, just last week, our 13 Investigates team looked at 9 pursuit policies from agencies in central Indiana. If you want to check out that report, head right now to WTHR.com.